I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to drboycetv.com, the home for intelligent Black people. Today on drboycetv.com, we're going to talk about Halle Bailey and Chloe Bailey, her sister, and they were involved in an interesting controversy involving a nail tech that they claim was racist. There's a whole lot more in this situation. I know that the internet's kind of picked up on the gossipy side of who was right, who was wrong, and what was going on, and we'll address some of that. But there's also a deeper level to this that mainstream media is going to completely miss. And what I want to do is step in as the OG finance professor, Uncle Boyce, and break down some things that you may or may not have noticed about this situation and why this is a problem. So let me know if you can hear me. Give me a yes in the chat if you can hear me okay. Also, get comfortable, buckle up your seatbelt. We're going to get started on drboycetv.com right now.
Here we are, clan the isms, cataclysm, great. Our people out here struggling, trying to make it in this state. Everybody out here doing it, but we the ones too late. Now family, we the ones who gotta delegate. Get that money in the power, never be fake. Stick to cosign for 3. What did he say? Create jobs, support our own. Educate the same and buy back your home. Got 3 degrees, triple 10. 3 PhDs, now we on the CNN. DBTV, let's talk about negligence. Ignorance is bliss, but we can turn it to intelligence. Believe none of what you hear, half of what you see. Let's break it down here on Dr. Boyce TV. Here we are.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to drboycetv.com, the home for intelligent Black people. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and I want to say hi to everybody. And thank you, Sharif, for telling me that you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Bonnie, Jean, and Joanne Dixon, I see you. I see Black One. Good to see you. Everybody, hit that thumbs up button. Thumbs up, share, subscribe, all that good stuff before we get started. Also, don't forget this podcast is on Spotify. And also, my new book, The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power. If you've been looking to get a copy, you can get a whole Dr. Boyce book bundle for 75% off for Black Friday. If you want to go and get a super steep discount, feel free to go to drboycebooks.com and you can get all of my books, all of our flashcards, workbooks, everything we have for kids, 75% off for 24 hours for Black Friday. So feel free to go to drboycebooks.com. All right, so give me a yes or no in the chat. How many of you heard about this whole scenario with this actress named Halle Bailey? Halle Bailey is a beautiful young woman who was in, I believe, The Little Mermaid, and she has a sister named Chloe. And now don't jump on me if I get it wrong. I think that Halle was in The Little Mermaid and Chloe is in Grown-ish, the TV show. Tell me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that that's the order of things. I just know that these are 2 talented sisters, and they got into this crazy thing with this nail tech. There's literally you can call the story the story of Halle Bailey and the quote unquote racist nail tech. And I put racist in air quotes because I want to get your opinion on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of play a video clip for you guys so you can kind of see what was said about this. And then I'm going to let you guys know why I'm here to talk about this, because as you guys know, I'm a finance professor, so I'm into business, things like that. I also care what happens to the Black community. I have daughters that are young, about their age, so I care about young Black girls. And I'm going to tell you, this situation is pretty dangerous for their careers. And I'm going to really go, I'm going to go Dr. Boyce for part of the time, but then I'm going to go Uncle Boyce for another part of the time and tell you all the things that mainstream media is going to completely miss, and the things that if you are young especially, or even if you're older, you might be able to appreciate some of this perspective, because I don't know if everybody sees how deep this thing is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this video. Give me a yes if you're able to hear this video as I play this clip. Let me know if it's coming through okay. This is going to be a clip of Halle describing what happened with this nail tech. Apparently, she went to a nail salon. Her sister Chloe was going to be late. There was a disagreement about whether or not she was too late to get her appointment, and that led to a back and forth where next thing I know, Halle's walking out of the nail salon because they would not see her sister Chloe. I could have the details wrong, but I believe that that is what happened. So I'm going to play this video. Let me know if you all can hear this as I play it. When I hit that button, just type a yes in the chat to let me know it's coming through okay, because I want to hear you. I want you guys to watch it and then get your assessment. After you watch Halle, you'll see a clip of the nail tech and her response to this situation. And this is so deep. This is like 5 dimensions deep. And I'm going to break it down and explain to you why in 1 second. So here we go.
I'm like, oh, she's on her way. I told you like she was going to be a few minutes late. She's on her way though. How long? How long? Because we have back-to-backs. Mind you, no one is in this place. It's empty. There's like one girl getting her nails done and no one else. is in there but me. I'm like, okay. She said she's like 9 minutes away. And then she like starts giving me faces like 9 minutes isn't gonna work. So I'm slowly but surely starting to get a little bit irritated, because I'm like, wait a minute. Like, I have been a consistent customer here for the past few weeks. I brought like them so many people. My glam team goes there now to get their nails done. Like, I get there and immediately, literally, like, I have been here. I told you that she was gonna be late on the phone already before we set the appointment, and now you're telling me when my sister is 5 minutes away now that she's canceled while she's on her way? I'm like, that's not right. Like, and I've been a consistent customer. I've always been on time, everything else. Like, you can't just take the benefit of the doubt and be like, you know what, this girl has been good, like, we can wait a few minutes. But you're gonna have an attitude with me and try to. So I'm starting to get upset, and then me and the lady start going back and forth, because after all, I've been a loyal customer and everything, and you're mad about 9 minutes, and she keeps going at me. And so I don't know if you guys know, but if you go to these, like, it's a Russian manicure place, so their English is good. Literally, like, I have been going at me. And so I don't know if you guys know, but if you go to these, like, it's a Russian manicure place, so their English is good, but they're like kind of really how do I explain it? They're really direct. So sometimes some of the things that they say like comes off like it's being rude just because their tone of voice. But other times I would just, not really take it that seriously. But this girl, she was like, literally, she walked over to my chair and is arguing with me about this. So at this point, I'm really upset, and we're going back and forth. And then Chloe walks in, and she's like, I'm so sorry, but you're gonna have to be canceled. And I said, you know what? In the middle of my toes being taken off, I'm like, you know what? It's okay. We will just take our business elsewhere. And I get up, my feet still wet, my hands still all powdery, and I'm like, it's okay. Like, no worries. At me. And so I don't know if you guys know, but if you go to these, like, it's a Russian manicure place. I'm not gonna let you tell me that my sister can't get her nails done, but I'm gonna sit here and get my nails done. No, like, no. So I got up, and we both got up out of there, and I said, you know what, God bless you, have a wonderful day. I didn't get attitude-y, as Aries as I could have. Chloe said I was still really nice, but I just told her that is unacceptable and rude, because I've been a loyal customer. So that really disappointed me. I got so upset, I started crying. Chloe was laughing at me and was like, Halle, it's okay. But I got really upset, because that's not how you treat people, especially people who bring you customers and are consistent with going there. So I'm never going there again. Am I wrong for thinking that they should at least gave me the benefit of the doubt, especially since I was already there and no one was in there? Am I tripping? Like, I know, like, you have to be on time for appointments and stuff, but I'm not gonna let you tell me that my sister can't get her nails done, but I'm gonna sit here and get my nails done. No, like, no. So I got up, and we both got up out of there, and I said, you know what, God bless you, have a wonderful day. I didn't get attitude-y, as Aries as I could have. Chloe said I was still really nice, but I just told her, I have a loyal customer. Like, that is just not the way. Being rude is not the way to go about it. To me. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping, though, but I don't think I was. Chloe told me I wasn't. So we just ended up going to another place that was close by that was great. They were wonderful, and I love the way they did my nails. But yeah, so I was pissed off. I was really upset. I just don't like when I experience stuff like that. Like, at least just be nice. I have a loyal customer.
My name is Layla, and I am owner of the Perfect Nail Salon. Today we had an accident. We had a call and client who was loyal, and she was a couple times already at our salon, and she was totally happy. That's why she was coming back, and she offered to so many her friends to our place. And we know that people, like, it's not random people came. They came and they said from who they coming from, which is thank you so much. We trying to be the best at the market. Anyways, she made appointment today at 3 p.m. for her and her sister. Later, she called me back and she said, like, unfortunately, they can't be on time, and she wanted to reschedule 30 minutes late, which I said, I'm sorry, we are fully booked today, and we can't take you if you got. My name is Layla, and I am owner of the Perfect Nail Salon. There's nothing, how to explain, like, there is nothing dramatic, there is nothing bad, like, we wasn't rude, it just refused the service to client who was late 35 minutes. And what's happened? Evening, I am at home, just came from work, and randomly I started to see that on my Yelp page, every second I get 1-star reviews, and I get so bad reviews where people saying, like, burn in hell, we are racist, we are very bad, we kicked out someone, like, which is like, okay, I understand. But when I see that people texting me that, like, then I understood that it's all, is nothing is now, like, they banned all my business pages. Now I'm really scared just to go back to work tomorrow in the morning, because I'm pregnant and you don't know what's gonna happen. You know, what if I'm gonna go to my work and random people, because you never know. She's a popular person, and how many thousands people now texting me, calling me, what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm just scared. I'm just really scared. Like, just because you celebrity and you have million followers, you posting about it's okay if you post about the situation, but you posted our pages where it's all information about our business, about location, about our phone. And this is not just business phone, it's my personal phone, and like I can't sleep because.
So if you were to describe, okay, so I hope you guys saw this video that I just played. Now, if you were to describe what you just saw just in one sentence, put that one sentence in the chat. What one sentence would you use to describe what you just saw in terms of the situation between Halle Bailey and this nail tech? And there are literally about 7 different dimensions of this that mainstream media is probably going to miss, that I'm going to kind of break down, because I'm really interested in young, first of all, young Black people. You know, that's really important to me. I have daughters, you know, around that age. Number 2, it's a Black owned business, right? I think that if you know, in case you didn't know, I don't know if y'all know this or not, this is going to shock you, but there are Black owned businesses that actually do nails. I know that y'all don't believe that. I know that y'all think only white people, only white Russian people can do nails, or only Asian people can do nails, or only people from Vietnam can do nails. But that is not true. I'm happy to inform you that there are many, many Black owned businesses that can do nails out here. So, you know, just keep that in mind. But there's a few different dimensions here. And I think this is a great business lesson, because this was not just an issue of business, but also an issue of PR. And so I'd like to get your please share your thoughts in the chat. Now, do me a favor as we move forward, please hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe. Also, at the end of the video, I'll let you guys know I like to see you build wealth. I want to see you richer than you were before. And there's a stock that I'm going to mention to you that I just bought. that I'll share with you toward the end that you can actually purchase for your family. And also, don't forget, for Black Friday, you can get any of my books or any of our flashcards for kids or workbooks, financial workbooks for kids at drboycebooks.com and get 75% off for 24 hours only for the first 100 people or so. 75% off literally is like we're selling them to you at cost pretty much. So feel free to go to drboycebooks.com if you ever wanted to get some stuff and you wanted to get a big price cut. So feel free to take a look at that. All right, so here's the deal. Let me kind of summarize this. Okay, so for those that just came in, you got Halle Bailey, the Disney star, who's in The Little Mermaid, if I'm not mistaken. Her sister Chloe Bailey, who is a star with that show Grownish, which is connected to Blackish, which is these are all multi-million-dollar empires, really billion-dollar empires that they're connected to. And what's interesting here is that on the business side, you have young people that are connected to billion-dollar entities that are really making $10 decisions. You got billion dollar business deals in the backdrop, but you're doing $10 activities on the front in the front. Like you're literally scooping to the ghetto, and I'm gonna explain exactly why. Now, here's what I'm first gonna say though, without criticizing this young lady, I want to make it 100% clear. I didn't see anything wrong with what she was trying to do. I really don't. I think that Halle Bailey, what she was trying to do was she was trying to express a legitimate gripe that she had. She's defending her sister. I get that. I have a brother. I defend my brother the same damn way. How many of y'all got siblings you would defend, that you would fight for, that you would fight in the street to defend your sibling? I don't know if y'all feel that way, but I feel that way. And I guarantee you, with those two sisters being so close in age, they have to fight for each other. And if I were their father, I'd say, very good. Good job. Fight to defend your sister. But here's the problem. It's a little bit deeper than that. The problem that she has is I think that as a young woman, I don't know if she truly understands the power of her words. Right? She doesn't understand the perspective of somebody who is being confronted, even in a polite way, by somebody who has, 10 million followers on Instagram. I don't know how many followers does Halle Bailey have on Instagram. Let me see. I'm gonna look up Halle Bailey. She has 7.5 million followers, 7.5 million followers. And so when you have that kind of power, that's corporate level power. There are corporations. There are $100 million companies that can't get 7.5 million followers. I bet you there are billion-dollar companies that don't have 7.5 million followers. Do you understand? So you have to be really careful with your words, because your words are a sledgehammer. Like, she has the ability to destroy people, destroy reputations, destroy empires with the snap of her fingers. That is a tremendous amount of power. And I think her sister Chloe, let me see how many followers that Chloe has. Chloe Bailey has 7.1 million. Now, I busted my butt for years just to get 500,000. I had 500,000 on Instagram, and that was pretty good. I think that's pretty good for a radical black man with no corporate backing. But these ladies are on a different level. They're Disney level, right? And I've studied Disney extensively. I just read a whole book about Disney and how they think. So here's the deal. Here's what you got to understand. These two ladies have power, but it's not sort of organic, authentic grassroots power, right? This is corporate power. Disney gave them that power. Disney wrote the checks that marketed you to the world, that made you into this global entity that's able to get 7.5 million followers on Instagram. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? This is all finance. This is a financial conversation. This is a black economic issue. So they don't really have true power. They have borrowed power. That's the point. And the same people that built you, they can destroy you. The same people that put you in this world, they can take you out. The same ones who made you big can make you small. So they're watching this, right? When you're taking it back to the street, trying to sort of do the same thing everybody else does, get mad and vent on your Instagram. A lot of young people do it. You have to be careful, because you're sitting on Disney's platform pretty much. It's yours, but it's theirs, if you know what I mean, right? It's yours, but they know they built it. And they're sitting here trying to figure out, from a business standpoint, when they're making their next, $100 million investment, do we want to put money behind somebody who might fall into what is otherwise described as some ghetto situations, right? That's what this is. This is just a little bit ghetto, because again, I'm not disrespecting the young lady, though. I think that I get it. I understand. She was frustrated. She was mad. The lady, it sounds like the Russian lady might have been a little bit cold. I also will say this. Let's just be clear. She could have, the lady really, if the lady was smart, she would say, she's different. She is a loyal customer. She has brought us business. She is a celebrity, whether you like it or not, whether you feel like she's entitled and that's wrong. She's a celebrity. And this lady has 7.5 million Instagram followers. So maybe you say, I'm going to make an exception for you, but hey, could you shout us out on your Instagram real quick? Because this is really hurting our business, and we got customers lined up, and this is going to kind of throw our day off, right? I don't know, but seriously, I think from a practical standpoint, she would have to acknowledge that Chloe Bailey and Halle Bailey are not regular customers. Give me a yes if we can at least acknowledge this. This is not just two people off the street where you're like, oh, well, I'm going to treat you just like everybody else. Okay, you go ahead and do that. Seriously, most of y'all in here, they got a boss. You wouldn't treat your boss like anybody else. You wouldn't treat your man like just anybody else. If you met your favorite celebrity, you wouldn't treat them like anybody else. So this idea that they should just be treated like anybody else, I don't agree with that. However, when she goes on Instagram and lays out her feelings in this way, even in a very polite way, it comes off as an entitled celebrity who got mad because you didn't bend the rules on her behalf, right? So her words have a lot of power. I don't know if she noticed the power of those words, even though her gripe is legitimate. It still was something that probably should have stayed off Instagram. And this would be my advice for any young people out here listening. Now, Gabrielle says, Boyce, you're a clown. I'm out. Well, how about this? Everybody say goodbye to Gabrielle, because Gabrielle, I'm booting you out. We ain't got time for idiots in this room. So you're going to have to go, Gabrielle. Come here talking crazy. You being here is a privilege. It is a privilege. It is not a right. So do not think that I'm asking you to be here. This is for intelligent Black people. If you don't want to be intelligent, if you're not looking for the deeper understanding, if you're not trying to take your mind to the higher level, I'm a professor. I don't have to be on the internet. So bye, Gabby. Gabby has been banned for life. So if you're a troll, you better be a quiet troll. If you're a loud troll, you're gonna get banned. I block people every day. I have no problem with that. I have 1.4 million followers on different channels. I don't need anybody to follow. I want to talk to the people that understand where I'm coming from, and that is it. So don't think I'm begging you to stay. This is not a popularity contest, asshole. So just step on out of that. We're here with that nonsense. All right, so let me keep going. Let me get back to the issue. So here's the other business side. This is the other part of the business lesson that I think they should understand. Number one, this whole thing, I'm gonna just tell you, I think it should have stayed off social media. I think that from a business standpoint, if I was the father of these young women, I would say, come on, we're not doing that. We're not going on Instagram using our collective 14.6 million followers to crush a lady's business. And then here's what y'all may not know. There's this guy, apparently Chloe, I think, and maybe it's Halle, I think it's Chloe though, is dating a rapper, right? And I told y'all, some of these rappers, not all of them, some of them are just some absolute damn fools. I don't know if this guy's a fool or not, but here he is, right? His name's DDG or something. I think he's probably sold like 8 records or something. But anyway, DDG somehow hooked up with this girl, with this Disney, a Blackish star doing billion-dollar movies. And so what he does is he makes things worse for their family. Let me tell you how he made things worse. So DDG gets on Instagram and says, hey, y'all, this business is racist. They racist. Go to their website and give them 1-star reviews. Go to their website and just give them hell, right? And this is a dude that's power tripping. This is a guy who is not just power tripping, but he's being very, very sloppy. And he's exposing his girlfriend and her family to a significant legal liability, because he's like, I'm dating the girl who's popular, and I'm gonna go and use this power that ain't even mine to get people to go destroy this lady's business. Now, maybe he feels like he's protecting his chick. Maybe he feels like he's keeping it real. Maybe he feels like he's doing the right thing. But buddy, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. There's a reason why. I'm sure their legal counsel advised him to take that post down immediately. Do y'all understand? Answer me in the chat. Why do you think Chloe and Halle's lawyers or her family or somebody in her camp said, dude, take that post down now? Why do you think that post would be taken down immediately? What do y'all think? It was taken down because now you have the pregnant white woman crying about how somebody destroyed her business. She's crying about all the emotional distress, lawsuit trigger term, emotional distress she's endured, because now she got crazy people from the internet, from your 7.5 million followers, who are now giving her death threats. Give me a yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. Do you think that there's some lawyer out there rubbing his hands like Birdman, thinking like, oh, this is gonna be a good lawsuit? What do y'all think? Do you think there's an attorney out here that's planning to sue? And, so I would say yes. I would say that there are a couple of greedy lawyers out there that are ecstatic about the idea of filing this lawsuit against the Disney princess who destroyed a pregnant white woman's business and made her cry on the internet. Now, again, here's the thing, though. This is a good point, Tanya Parker. Mrs. Tanya Parker, you make a great point. It wasn't Chloe or Halle who said that they were racist. She didn't say that, right? It was the boyfriend. It was the boyfriend. This is why this is another element of protecting wealth. When you're protecting your wealth, you don't just have to protect it from what you do, you have to protect it from the people around you. This guy making this post exposes them to some significant legal liability. Sure, she didn't do it, but good lawyers, they can connect dots. They can connect dots that don't even connect. They can say, well, she told him that they were racist, and that's what made him go put the post up, right? So that's another thing. So here's the other thing. So going deeper than that, by the way, please do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe. Hang on to the end of the video. I'll give you that stock that I was telling you about that I invested in, and I encourage you to take a look at it. It's not investing advice. There's no guarantees in investing, but this is something that I believe will make money. And also, we're talking about Chloe Bailey and Halle Bailey, two sisters. They got into an issue with a nail tech at a salon, and there's a back and forth, and she went to the internet and complained about it. And next thing you know, everybody was bombarding the lady's reviews page and destroying the business in terms of giving it 1-star reviews. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. Hit that thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe. Also, my book, my best-selling Amazon book, is called The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power. If you want to get autographed copies of all of my books, The New Black Power, Black American Money, etc., you can get 75% off by going to drboycebooks.com. 75% off for Black Friday. The sale ends in 24 hours for the first 100 people. So feel free to go to drboycebooks.com if you'd like to take advantage of that. All right. So here's the other thing too. So as Halle and Bailey are getting involved in really this really ghetto situation, because here's the deal. Look, let's just be clear. If somebody doesn't like your business, they can always go to another business. And that's what she did. She said that. She said she went to another nail tech and got her nails done. And also, again, as a Black man, I'm going to be a little biased. I'm going to say, you're Black. There's Black-owned businesses out here. There's millions of Black people out here that do nails and do hair and everything else. Why not go to a Black-owned business? Why are you going to this Russian business anyway and then getting upset because they don't treat you like a Russian? Well, and I hate to tell you this, I know no matter how many Disney movies that you're in, you're always going to be Black. And when you succeed as a Black person, when you get opportunities as a Black person, when you get a chance to get 7.5 million Instagram followers because Disney hooked you up, which they don't hook up most Black people, maybe that's an asset that can be used to the benefit of the Black community. Maybe every day, if you want to get in the dirt with the world, maybe every day you can post a Black-owned business that is going to blow up because they got posted in front of your 7.5 million followers. And so rather than fighting with white folks who don't want you around, why not go and support Black businesses who would love to have you? Again, that's why, for example, I endured racism when I was at Syracuse University. There were a lot of people who mistreated me when I was at Syracuse. I didn't get treated like I was a white guy. They don't really promote a lot of Black professors at Syracuse. That's their history. So, but you don't hear me complaining about it very much. I might talk about it every now and then, but for the most part, I realized that was not the place for me. And a lot of you will rather sit there and fight with a white person and beg a white person to treat you fairly than to go over to a side of the Black community where they're going to treat you right. It doesn't mean every Black person is going to treat you right. Y'all know what it is. Some of these Negroes are crazy. There are Black people out here that will do tremendous harm, that will insult you, attack you, beat you up, and go crazy. In fact, my wife is a therapist who is a specialist in trauma, and she helped me understand that undiagnosed, untreated trauma in the Black community is the number one barrier to your building wealth and building family and building community. And you are in crisis mode, in case you don't know. 76% of your kids do not have a father in the house. That's about probably 8 times greater than it is for white people. Don't even have a daddy because we won't even deal with our trauma. We won't fix it. So because we don't fix our trauma and we don't go get therapy, we don't go do the work because we think everything's okay. We end up having chaotic situations happen. Black men shooting black men beating up on black women cussing out black men, black women attacking each other because we refuse to go and learn how to heal and how to engage in some type of conflict resolution. That is a requirement in order for you to be black. If you're not working on conflict resolution skills, then you ain't black. So there are people in our community who are sick, who need help, absolutely. But there are people in the community, though, who will love you. There are black people in the community who will have your back no matter what. This is what I said to Coach Prime. I said, now that you're losing, now that your team sucks, the Colorado folks may not like you as much as they did when you were winning games and making the money. Jackson State people, they would have loved you no matter what. They love you even if you were 0-12. They'd love you, right? Colorado ain't like that. Colorado ain't gonna love you at 0-12. Jackson State will love you at 0-12, and I think that's something to be said about being connected to black-owned businesses. Now, a couple more points here. Here's one thing I want to say. In terms of this Halle Bailey, Chloe Bailey thing. Here's where I knew they were in trouble. I knew they were in trouble. Here's the thing: that Russian lady, when that in that video, and in case if you didn't see the video, you can scroll back to earlier in this video. I played the video of the Russian nail tech who was speaking about what happened. Both women were being passive aggressive, right? A lot of times when you see these little battles, it becomes a race to victimhood. It's like, who can be the bigger victim? Both of them cried, right? Which is like, oh my gosh, you're a terrible person because you made me cry, right? But the Russian lady, even though she was sort of in this very, almost naive sort of mode, like all I did was and I didn't understand. And no, she knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. She made sure you knew she was pregnant. She had her big belly sitting up in the camera. So like, who are you to attack a pregnant woman? And a pregnant woman can't be a predator, right? Because she's pregnant. And then she starts crying in the video. And I said, oh, Lord Jesus, y'all done made a white woman cry. Oh, you do understand. Do you understand how many black businesses and how many black people have gone to prison because they made a white woman cry? Give me a yes if you understand this history. I hope you understand this history. You made a white woman cry on camera. So what's going to happen is people are going to be empathetic to her. They're going to sympathize with her. And so they're losing in two fronts. They're losing in the court of public opinion. And I wouldn't be surprised if they end up having some issues in the court of law, because she specifically said, I was getting death threats. I was dealing with emotional distress. My business is being ruined. You put my personal address out there in front of the world. Now, Halle and Chloe did not do it. That's the crazy part. That's the sad part. Halle and Chloe didn't do anything. All Halle did, honestly, was she just gave an honest reflection on a bad experience she had at a salon. I don't even think she mentioned the name of the salon, right? But you got the boyfriend who runs over like, oh, y'all need to go over here and go tear that business down. Okay, he messed you up. Now he messed you up. It reminds me of when LeBron James's mama, LeBron James had a real ghetto mama. Y'all might not remember how ghetto his mama was. His mama was so ghetto, she would date players on the team. Go look it up. She dated Delonte West, who unfortunately, I guess he got into drugs or something. I don't know. That poor guy's gone. Mental health. I don't know what the hell's going on with him. But anyway, LeBron's mama had a boyfriend who, again, another broke 40-something-year-old rapper. Right. There's so many broke 40-something-year-old rappers out here. Right. It's kind of weird. Right. We have an oversupply of like rappers who could be grandfathers. And so this broke rapper who saw this as an opportunity to be, I'm dating LeBron James's mama. He did what a lot of people do with this guy, DDG. I wouldn't be surprised if he's doing the same thing, where you latch on to what somebody else has going on. Right. So this rapper who was dating LeBron's mama would take selfies in front of LeBron's private jet. He would take selfies in front of LeBron's yacht. He took selfies in front of LeBron's sports car because he wanted to do what all the dumb rappers do, which is flex on the internet and show all this fake wealth that they have. And I'm not saying all rappers do this. There are a lot of rappers I love. I'm very close to guys like D1. I love Immortal Technique. He's a friend of mine. Ice Cube. A lot of these guys have common sense. Some of them are just bums and losers, and I don't have any respect for them. So really, this is clout chasing. This is to me something that occurs when you are not thoughtful. You have to be thoughtful when you are a person that has means. This is where the wealth conversation comes into play. You know my background. I'm a finance professor. The wealth conversation is that when you acquire resources, when you got something to lose, you got to be thoughtful about who you choose to date. You have no idea, ladies. You have no idea how many women I know who had a lot of good stuff going on, who had their lives entirely ruined because they decided to hop in bed with a bum and a loser. And same thing is true with men. With men, what men have to watch out for is the fact that women can be absolutely vicious when they want to be. Women are slick and smart and emotionally capable of extreme emotional manipulation. The wrong woman, the best woman can take you to the highest levels. The worst woman can destroy you. Women have brought down kings. So I'm not just talking about the men on this. I'm talking about women too. I'm talking about in general, picking a partner who's equally yoked, who's going to protect the empire. This guy, again, I'm speaking as a father because I'm old enough to be the father of both of these girls. One's 23, one's 25. So I'm daddy age. So I'm looking at this, and literally, if I'm the father, remember, y'all got to start giving credit to the strong fathers in the community who are raising these these talented young people. And I don't know about their dad. I got to go research their father. But you look at Beyonce. Without Matthew Knowles, there is no Beyonce. Right. Or you look at what Victory Boyd, who's now world famous. She's B1. She was at our convention. She's been singing for people like Jay-Z and all that now, and writing on Kanye's album and all that stuff. Well, their father, John, is a good friend of mine. So you have these strong men who invest in their children, Richard Williams style, and turn them into superstars. And so you built this and you're trying to protect this. So I'm thinking in that mode because I got little superstars in my house that I'm going to protect. And what you're thinking as a father is, why are you going to put all this? We're building legacy. Why are you going to put this all at risk by dating an idiot? Why would you date a bum, a clout chaser trying to hang on to you for fame and fortune and wealth that he can't acquire on his own? And he's going to get out here and do something sloppy and just mess up everything that we've worked for. That's what I'd be thinking. Seriously. Again, I don't know. I'd be curious to know how the family is feeling about this, but I would be willing to bet you that a few things are true. I bet you Disney is observing this and they're concerned about what they're seeing. I bet you that their parents are observing this and saying, "Oh my Lord, we might get sued." And I bet you there are people that are counseling these young ladies about sort of how to deal with situations and deal with this man. Keep that stuff off the internet. This whole situation was problematic on multiple levels. And here's the thing. 95% of the internet, unfortunately, is only going to talk about the gossip of it all and the drama of it all and who was right and who was wrong. It ain't really, it ain't like that. It goes so much deeper in terms of preserving and protecting what you've built. And I don't be surprised if they struggle in their careers because of these little variables that you think have nothing to do with how successful they are. But I could be wrong. I wish them the best. I hope I'm incorrect. That's my 2 cents. I have to share it. I have to be honest. Do me a favor, please. Hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe. Also, this podcast is on Spotify. We had over 1 million downloads last month, so thank you very much for supporting. I'm glad to know there are intelligent people on the planet. Just look up my name, Boyce Watkins, and you can find it there. Also, for Black Friday only, for 24 hours, if you want 75% off autographed copies on all my books, you can get a book bundle or you can get the flashcards, workbooks, whatever you want at drboycebooks.com. 75% off for 24 hours only. So feel free to go to drboycebooks.com. And I told you guys I would give you the stock that I like right now as a profit alert. Some of you, I text you guys and let you know that there's a profit alert. So the stock that I like right now is Alibaba. Alibaba, the ticker symbol is BABA. That's BABA. And just so you know, the stock market is predicted to do really well next year. So make sure you get your money invested because I think that next year could be a strong year. There's no guarantees. Nobody knows for sure. That's the way investing works. So this is not investing advice. However, I'm positioning for 2024 to be a strong year, but there will likely be some sort of recession or economic downturn. So this is my little economic tidbit. You guys know I like to keep you abreast of the latest in economics. I did a couple videos earlier where if you go to the blackfinancialchannel.com, I did a quick little conversation about AI and these developments in AI that you don't want to miss. We asked that question: is AI going to be the end of humanity? There were some things that happened in the last week with OpenAI that you really want to be aware of. You cannot live with your head in the sand. This is some stuff that is literally life-changing. They've actually said that AI could be more dangerous than nuclear weapons. And so we talked about that on the blackfinancialchannel.com. And also, in fact, we even talked about OpenAI's whole team. And these are the people that are responsible for predicting or controlling the future of the world in terms of AI. And if you notice in this image at OpenAI, not a single black person is in this image. That's because these corporations, they lie about diversity. They say they want to be diverse, but instead of hiring Taekwon in Chicago, they're going to hire Paki in India. That's what they do. They get people. They rather get somebody out of the country than to hire black people. They bring black people in when they're looking for entertainers. That's just what they do. Also, last night, my wife, who's a therapist, on drboycetv.com, we did a whole pillow talk conversation about all the allegations, the assault allegations in these lawsuits against prominent men in the last week, including Diddy and Cosby again, and Marcellus Wallace, who's an NFL star. And we did a deep dive analysis of that. So if you like deep dive stuff, if you like intelligent black conversations, this is a place for you. So feel free to go take a look at any of that stuff. Now, do me a favor. Please hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe. I'm going to answer one question, then we're going to bounce out. Fitness and More says, do you consider Beyonce a good example of having a strong upbringing when she literally symbolizes evil? I see Beyonce, honestly, Fitness, as a mixed bag. Now, the evil part, I've seen the symbolism in terms of some of the stuff that doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. I mean, is the Illuminati real? I don't know. I haven't had experience with the Illuminati. But at the same time, anything's possible. I was simply referring to her father, Matthew, and the role that her father, Matthew, played in making her into what she is right now. And I speak on Matthew because I think that we don't give enough credit to the importance of fathers in our community. That's why your community's failing. Because you got a bunch of boys out here that ain't got daddies and girls out here that don't know what a good man looks like. So they're doing what Chloe's doing, and they're chasing rappers who are ruining their lives. That's what's really happening. That's what's going on. A couple more questions. Let's see. Letitia says Disney will have an issue with this. I've witnessed their methodology secondhand. Absolutely, Letitia. Disney does not play. That is a multi-billion-dollar corporation that has a lot of money invested in the whole Halle and Chloe family and all that stuff. They don't want to get involved in messy stuff. Shareholders don't like messy. If you don't believe me, go look at how quickly Microsoft handled that whole drama, that ghetto drama going on at OpenAI when the board broke down and they fired Sam Altman and all that. Microsoft handled that immediately. Why did they do that? Well, because messiness loses money. This is why I encourage you to heal your family trauma, learn conflict resolution, because trauma causes drama causes broke. Drama breaks your economic engine. Trauma leads to drama leads to broke. That's a truism in economics. So let me just tell you, let me make a prediction. If you have a family that's ghetto and crazy and fighting and getting into silly, petty stuff, petty, ghetto, trifling, and traumatizing each other and fighting each other constantly, you will never build any wealth. All your energy that could be built fighting the world and building against the world is going to be used destroying each other. That's what your energy is being used for. It's being used to destroy your connection to wealth more so than it will be used to build your connection to wealth. That's just true. So my book, The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power, I talk extensively about this. My wife is a therapist, by the way. and I can tell you, she works with families and groups and individuals and couples, and they're becoming millionaires. A lot of them are millionaires because they found a way to resolve their conflicts and work together. Think about this. Think about any person that you're fighting. Think about one person. Like if you're fighting with your spouse, imagine how great you could be if you found a way to get on the same page and each take the energy you're spending fighting each other and point that energy toward a collective enemy. There are tactics for this. There are methods for this. So I would just encourage you, understand, the importance of picking the right partners, picking the right people in your life, and finding a way to work with them in a productive way. Even the way you approach a fight is huge. If you look, I saw a really disturbing chart. I put this on my Instagram. My Twitter. My Twitter is Dr. Boyce Watkins 1, Dr. Boyce Watkins and the number 1. So feel free to follow me on Twitter. Please follow me on Twitter because I'm tired. I don't fight with idiots. I don't talk to idiots. So I need some intelligent black people following me on Twitter. Dr. Boyce Watkins, the number 1. And there's like 180,000 of you, so I appreciate that. But I'd like more because the idiots they outnumber us like 10-1, and I'm tired of it. It's stupid. It's pissing me off. But there was a video I put up where they showed how the single parenthood rate in the Black community. First of all, it was massively higher than the white community. It's been higher, like 5 times higher since the 1920s, 1930s. And then they showed how it just went up and up and up and up and up. And then the 1960s, right during integration, right during the civil rights movement, right when you had all this affirmative action, diversity, government programs, that shit went berserk. It went crazy. It like doubled or something. I got to go show the video. I got to find it again, but find it. It's on my Twitter, Dr. Boyce Watkins 1. Just scroll down. You can find this video. It just really provides clarity on what has happened to Black families and what's happened to Black communities, what has happened to Black wealth. The lowest net worth in America is that of a single Black mother with children. Did y'all know that she has the lowest median net worth in this country? You can't build wealth without families. You can't build wealth without finding some way to find some people that you can get along with, because wealth is a team sport. You can't win a football game with a football player. You can't. You need a football team to win a football game. So anyway, that's all I got to say. And I don't want to make you feel bad. If you're in a category where you are a single parent, don't get me wrong. I'm not making fun of you. I'm not dogging you, nothing like that. I'm just saying that if your goal is to connect with other people, learn a culture that's going to help you get along with other people. Put your ego to the side. Stop getting into this whole cockiness and we're going to fight all day. Like it's stupid. I don't want to fight with my wife. I want to get along with my wife. So I submit to my wife. My wife submits to me. And to give you one thing that showed me just how backward we are is how many people I saw, hundreds of thousands of people, who literally thought that there was something wrong with the fact that I love my wife and that I get on my knee to propose to her. They said, "Oh, that's simping," or "Why would you want to be a stepdaddy?" And and I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? Are you crazy right now? This is insane to me. This explains everything to me. And if you want to know why so many people are out here struggling, hustling, trying to get by, don't know what to do next, it's because you ain't got no teammates. Because your ass is so arrogant. Your ego is so blown up. You are so busy trying to fight everybody that you can't get along with shit. And that's why you ain't got nothing. That's why you ain't got nobody, because you can't humble yourself enough to work with the collective and work with the group. You have to find a way to work with the group. When I'm the head of this household, I got to work with the group. I can't just be Mr. Solo every day, all the time. I got to figure out, okay, what are we doing right now? How are we going to work this out? How are we going to solve this problem together? So that's my 2 cents. I don't think that that's the culture right now. I don't think the culture is for people to work together and get along. I think the culture is fight. But in case you haven't noticed, I don't fight with none of these Negroes on the internet. Some of them get mad at me. They make videos talking about how much they hate me and how wrong I am. That's their right to do that. I don't watch the videos. I don't respond. I don't give a shit, because you're wrong. I'm happy with my life. You're sitting in your mama's basement, or you're lonely because you can't get along with nobody, and you think it's because there ain't no good Black men out here. No, there's plenty of great Black men out here. You just can't keep one because you want to be an asshole every time you don't get your way. And same thing is true with the men that are complaining all day about the women. The women do this and the women do that. Well, your women do that, but the women that I pick are pretty cool. Like I have some good women, and the ones who aren't cool, I walk away. I do what Halle Bailey did. She chose a different nail tech, and that's what going back to that. I think that freedom of choice is extremely important. So I encourage you to be very selective about the types of people that you let into your life. Be selective about the types of people that you get close to. Be selective about the types of people you start businesses with, because not all Black people are your friends. I'm very pro-Black. I'm pro-Black to the end of time, but being Black is not your ticket to admission into any space where there are intelligent Black people. I'm sorry, because if you are sick with the virus of trauma, and you are refusing to heal, you're refusing to grow, you're refusing to learn, you're refusing to evolve, then you don't need to be around people who are trying to go to the next level. And you have no business being around people that are going to weigh you down, because all they're going to do is destroy you. That it's going to ruin you. Find people that will lift you up, not pull you down. And it's hard as hell, because a big chunk of your community is sick. White supremacy makes our people sick. We know this. So Playhouse says, is it the music? The music is part of it. Absolutely. The music celebrates Black trauma. Think about this. We're the only group of people who has music that celebrates murder of each other. We make songs about killing each other. We make songs about throwing our money away. We make songs about drug use. Drugs have destroyed the Black family. Drugs have been the worst. The worst nightmare for a child on this planet is to have a mother that's hooked on drugs. So I don't even understand why we would then turn around and glorify the drug dealer and glorify the drug addict. That doesn't even make any sense. But again, but it does make sense when you think about what money does. Money makes people stupid. Money makes people crazy. So because the drug dealer and the rapper, the drug addicted rapper, gets paid so much money by white supremacists to manipulate the minds of Black people, we will follow right behind that person and call that person a hero. Y'all, but think about this. Y'all talk crazy about Diddy and what Diddy might have done and might have did to Cassie and this, that, and the other, and killed Tupac. Yeah, he probably did all those things. But think about this. You've been looking up to this man for years. You've been looking at him as some sort of role model, some sort of hero for the Black community. This man, somebody even told me today, somebody in the music industry, literally just today, said to me, they said, I don't think Diddy owns any percentage of Ciroc. And I said, no, he owns some of it, right? He said, no, he doesn't. I said, well, let me research that. Now, again, I don't know this for sure, so I'm not going to say this for sure, but I know that when he was angry at Ciroc for being racist toward him, that doesn't sound like the kind of language that would come from somebody who owned half of the damn company, if that was the case. Again, I'm not saying that's not true. Maybe there are facts that make me incorrect on this, but from what I understand, even that was kind of a farce. And so this is what I see. I think that real people can see through fake people. I think that solid men can see through men that are just blowhards. Men that are doers can identify men that are just talkers. So I'm looking for the doers. I'm looking for the solid people. I'm looking for the people that want to grow. I'm looking for the people that want to heal. I'm looking for the people that want to evolve. I'm looking for the people that want to raise our kids right. I'm looking for the people that want to protect and love. I'm looking for people that want Black people to be healthy, wealthy, happy, and strong. If you're in that category, then you're my people. If you come with that bullshit, I will block you and I will ban you for life, and I will never ever let you back on my channel again, because we ain't got time to let the virus into the door. The trauma is a virus, and I think we need to protect ourselves and protect our kids. So anyway, let me stop because I know I need to stop talking because I'm up here choking and coughing and stuff. All right. So anyway, guys, hit that thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe. Quick reminder, this podcast is on Spotify. If you look up my name, Boyce Watkins, on Spotify, you can find it there. My Twitter is Dr. Boyce Watkins and the number 1. That chart on the Black family is actually on my Twitter. Come in there, make a comment, please, because I need to hear from intelligent people. Don't just be quiet. Don't just quietly look at stuff. Just say something really quick. Let me know that you're there, because I need you. I feed off of that. Thirdly, if you want to get 75% off of my books, or 75% for 24 hours off of any of our flashcards for children or workbooks, if you want to get some stuff for your family, give them away as Christmas gifts, feel free to go to drboycebooks.com. I'll use the code. I didn't mention this. I'm sorry. I didn't mention the code word. The code word is Black Friday 2023, all one word. I should have said that. I'm so sorry. Black Friday 2023. If you use the code Black Friday 2023, you can get 75% off anything in the store for the next 24 hours. That's drboycebooks.com. The code word is Black Friday 2023. All right, guys. Well, I'm out of here. God bless you. Please have a great night. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you soon, and have a good day. Talk to you later. Peace.
Here we are, clan the isms, cataclysm great. Our people out here struggling, trying to make it in this state. Everybody out here doing it, but we the ones who late. Now family, we the ones who gotta delegate. Get that money in the power, never be fake. Stick to co-sign for 3. What did he say? Create jobs, support our own. Educate the same and buy back your home. Got 3 degrees, triple 10. 3 PhDs, now we on the CNN. DBTV, let's talk about negligence. Ignorance is bliss, but we can turn it to intelligence. Believe none of what you hear, half of what you see. Let's break it down here on Dr. Boyce TV. Here we are.